Click, click, click. Jennifer's hands tremble as she holds her phone, photographing Maya's computer screen. Email after email, private messages to her fiancé about wedding plans, conversations with her sister, a note to an old colleague asking for career advice. Jennifer's heart pounds. The office is nearly empty during lunch, but anyone could come back at any moment. She glances toward the elevator. Still clear. One more photo, just one more. Footsteps. Jennifer's head snaps up. She frantically minimizes windows and jumps out of Maya's chair, bumping the mouse. Her breath comes in short gasps as Robert from accounting walks past with his lunch, not even glancing her way. Close call. Too close. Jennifer hurries back to her desk just as the elevator dings. Maya emerges, looking confused. There was no delivery waiting for her downstairs, no package to sign for. The phone call was fake. But Jennifer has what she needs now. Evidence, proof, screenshots that will show everyone what Maya's really been doing. Or so she thinks. What Jennifer doesn't realize, what she won't understand until it's far too late, is that those screenshots won't expose Maya at all. They're going to expose her. Let me tell you how we got here. In a modern office filled with sleek glass partitions and ergonomic chairs, Maya Harper sits at her immaculate desk. At 28, she's sharp, organized, and dressed in a crisp navy blazer. Her workspace tells the story of her life. Color-coded folders, a small succulent, and a framed photo of her and her fiancé, David. Everything in its place, just how she likes it. 2 desks away, Jennifer Blake watches her. At 35, Jennifer has a perpetually concerned expression and wears a floral cardigan that's seen better days. Her desk is the opposite of Maya's, cluttered with tchotchkes and half-empty coffee cups. And right now, her attention is fixed on Maya with unusual intensity. Maya's phone buzzes. She glances at it, smiles at whatever message she's received, and returns to work. She has no idea she's being watched. Marcus Chen approaches Maya's desk. He's 30, the friendly IT specialist everyone likes, and his gaming mousepad gives away his after-work hobby. Marcus says, "Hey Maya, got a sec? Your ticket about the email sync issue." Maya responds, "Oh yeah, it's been acting weird since yesterday. Emails loading slow, some not showing up at all." Marcus assures her, "No worries, I'll log in remotely and check it out. Should take like 5 minutes." Maya nods, stands, and stretches. Perfect timing for a coffee break. She asks, "Want anything?" Marcus declines. "I'm good, thanks." Maya grabs her purse and heads toward the kitchen. Jennifer immediately shifts her gaze to Marcus, who's now working at Maya's computer. Jennifer's eyes narrow with curiosity as she pretends to organize papers, sneaking glances at the screen. This is it. This is her chance to find out what Maya's really up to. In the office kitchen, Maya pours coffee from a sleek machine when her manager, Derek Thompson, enters. At 45, he wears an expensive tie that screams upper management. Derek asks, "Morning, Maya. The Morrison proposal looking good for Friday?" Maya confirms confidently, "Absolutely. Just putting finishing touches on the projections." Derek smiles. "Great. This could be huge for the team. For you, especially." He gives her an encouraging pat on the shoulder before leaving. Maya allows herself a small, proud smile. Things are going well. The Morrison proposal could be her ticket to senior associate. When Maya returns to her desk moments later, Marcus is finishing up. He tells her everything's fixed, just a server hiccup, and she thanks him warmly. Marcus leaves, and Maya settles back in with her coffee, completely unaware of Jennifer's intense stare boring into her back. Jennifer's face is calculating, scheming. She's seen Maya emailing someone outside the company. She's sure Maya's up to something. And Jennifer is going to find out what. The next day, lunchtime. The office has emptied. Maya types away, focused on her work, when her desk phone rings. She doesn't recognize the internal extension, but she answers anyway. She says, "Maya Harper?" A voice on the other end claims, "Hi, Maya. This is Susan from Building Management. We have a delivery for you downstairs, but need your signature." Maya isn't expecting anything, but packages get misdirected all the time. She grabs her ID badge and heads to the elevator. In her rush, she makes a critical mistake. Her computer screen stays unlocked, her email inbox visible for anyone to see. And that's when we return to where we started. Jennifer watches Maya disappear into the elevator. She waits, glances around the nearly empty office, then stands. Her movements are casual at first as she walks past Maya's desk, but then she doubles back. Another quick look around to make sure no one's watching. Then she slides into Maya's chair. Her fingers hover over the touchpad, trembling slightly. Maya's email inbox is right there, wide open. Jennifer clicks through folders, sent, drafts, personal. Her eyes widen as she scrolls. Wedding planning emails, family conversations, a note to an old colleague asking for career advice. This is it. This is what she's been looking for. Proof that Maya's communicating with people outside the company. Never mind that the emails look innocent. Jennifer is convinced there's something more going on. She pulls out her phone and starts documenting everything. Click, click, click. Suddenly, footsteps. Jennifer's head snaps up. She quickly minimizes windows and stands, accidentally bumping the mouse. It's just Robert from accounting passing by with his lunch. He doesn't even look her way. Jennifer exhales, hand on her chest, heart racing. She takes one more photo, then hurries back to her desk just as the elevator dings. Maya emerges looking confused. There was no delivery. As she approaches her desk, she frowns at her screen. Something feels off. She mutters to herself, "That's weird," and looks around. Jennifer is at her own desk, typing furiously, very focused on her screen. Too focused. Maya shrugs it off and gets back to work. But Jennifer sits at her desk, phone in her lap, staring at the screenshots. She's got the evidence now. Tomorrow, she'll take it to Derek. Tomorrow, everyone will see what Maya Harper really is. Tomorrow, Jennifer Blake's life is going to completely fall apart. She just doesn't know it yet. That afternoon, Derek leads a team meeting. Maya, Jennifer, and 4 other employees sit around the conference table as Maya presents slides on the large monitor. Maya explains, "So the ROI on the Morrison project should hit 23% in Q2 with scaling potential." Jennifer interrupts. "Actually, I think there might be some concerns about resource allocation we should discuss." Maya pauses, slightly thrown. She asks what concerns specifically, but Jennifer only offers vague responses about general concerns and comprehensive analysis. Derek gives Jennifer a quizzical look and tells her they can discuss offline, instructing Maya to continue. Jennifer sits back with an odd smile playing on her lips. She knows something the rest of them don't. Maya exchanges a confused glance with Derek, but continues her presentation, though something about Jennifer's behavior is deeply unsettling. Later that evening, Maya packs up her things. Her phone buzzes with a text from David. "Dinner at 7? That Italian place you love?" She smiles and texts back her agreement, shutting down her computer before heading home. Jennifer, still at her desk, watches Maya leave. Then she opens her email and begins typing. Subject line, "Urgent, security concern." Recipient, Derek Thompson. At Maya's apartment, she and David sit on the couch with takeout containers, wedding magazines spread on the coffee table. David, a 30-year-old architect with a warm smile, asks how the presentation went. Maya tells him, "Good, I think." Derek seemed happy, but Jennifer was acting super weird. David asks, "The one you said asks too many personal questions?" Maya confirms, explaining how Jennifer kept interrupting and making cryptic comments. David suggests it's probably just office politics and not to let it get to her. He kisses her forehead reassuringly. Maya nods, but she doesn't look convinced. Something about today felt different. What Maya doesn't know is that at that exact moment, Derek is reading Jennifer's email, attaching the screenshots, forwarding it to Linda in HR with a note, "Need to discuss first thing." The trap is set. The next morning, Maya arrives at the office with her coffee, but immediately something feels wrong. The atmosphere is off. People glance at her and whisper. She frowns, confused, as she approaches her desk. Marcus intercepts her, looking uncomfortable. He tells her Derek wants to see her in his office. Now. He seemed serious. Maya's stomach drops. She heads towards Derek's office, her mind racing through possibilities. Did something happen with the Morrison proposal? Did a client complain? Inside Derek's office, he sits behind his desk with an unreadable expression. Linda from HR is there too, a woman in her 50s, kind but professional. This is not good. Derek tells Maya to sit. She does, hands gripping her coffee cup as he delivers the bombshell. A concern has been raised about communications she's been having, proprietary project details supposedly shared with external parties. Maya's eyes widen in shock. What? No, I would never. Who said that? Derek slides a folder across the desk. With shaking hands, Maya opens it. Inside are screenshots, photos of her email inbox, personal emails to David about dinner plans, a message to her sister about a baby shower, one email to Jake, a former colleague at another company, asking generic career advice about leadership courses. Realization dawns on Maya's face like a cold wave. She says slowly, "These are my personal emails. How did someone—" Then it hits her. Someone went through my email. Someone accessed my account without permission. Linda tries to say that's a separate issue, but Maya stands up, her voice rising. She points at the screenshots, explaining that they're completely innocent. One about a baby shower, one asking for career advice from someone she worked with 3 years ago in a completely different industry. There's nothing proprietary here, at all. Derek and Linda exchange glances. Derek assures her they'll clear this up, that she's not in trouble, but they have to follow protocol. Maya demands to know who gave them these screenshots, who invaded her privacy. Silence. Linda says they'll look into how these were obtained and that Maya should continue her work as normal. Maya takes the folder and storms out, her hands shaking with anger and violation. Back at her desk, Jennifer is there, organizing files with a barely concealed smirk. She asks if everything's okay, noting that Maya looks upset. Maya stares at her, jaw tight. And suddenly, everything clicks into place. The fake phone call yesterday, Jennifer's weird behavior in the meeting, the way her computer felt off when she came back from the elevator. Maya asks the question she already knows the answer to. It was you, wasn't it? Jennifer tries to deny it, but Maya cuts her off. You went through my emails. You took screenshots. Jennifer becomes defensive. I was just concerned about company security. Maya's voice is ice. You had no right. What you did is illegal. Nearby coworkers stop pretending to work. The confrontation is public now. Jennifer's face flushes as she insists she was trying to help the company, that Maya was communicating with competitors. Maya fires back that Jake works in a completely different industry, and even if he didn't, that doesn't give Jennifer permission to spy on her. The words come out louder than she intended, but she doesn't care anymore. Marcus stands up, looking alarmed. He asks if Jennifer really accessed Maya's email account. Jennifer's confidence starts to crack as she stammers, "The screen was unlocked, just sitting there, I didn't think." Marcus's response is damning. That's a fireable offense. That's might be criminal. Jennifer looks around at the disapproving faces surrounding her. Her carefully constructed justification crumbles. She tries to explain that she thought she was just... Derek emerges from his office, his voice sharp and final. Jennifer, my office, now. Jennifer walks past Maya, eyes down, heading to what they both know will be the end of her employment. Maya stands there shaking with adrenaline, the weight of violation heavy on her shoulders. But also something else. Relief. Vindication. The truth is finally out. In Derek's office, Jennifer sits across from him and Linda, who now looks stern rather than kind. Linda asks the question directly. Did Jennifer access Maya Harper's email account without authorization? Jennifer's hands twist in her lap. She admits that Maya's computer was unlocked, that she saw Maya emailing someone and thought she might be sharing confidential information. She was just trying to protect the company. Derek leans forward, his voice cold. Instead of reporting her concern to HR or management, Jennifer took it upon herself to conduct unauthorized surveillance. Jennifer insists she was trying to protect the company, but the words sound hollow even to her own ears. Linda delivers the verdict. Jennifer violated company policy, federal privacy laws, and Maya's trust. This is grounds for immediate termination. Jennifer's eyes fill with tears. She begs, saying she's worked there for 7 years, that she made a mistake, that she'll delete the photos. But even as the words leave her mouth, she realizes there's no excuse that will undo what she's done. Derek is unmoved. This isn't just a mistake, it's a serious breach. Jennifer needs to pack her things. Security will escort her out. Later that afternoon, Jennifer packs a box at her desk while a security guard waits nearby. The office is eerily quiet. People pretend to work but steal glances at the spectacle. 7 years of her life being stuffed into a cardboard box. Maya watches from her desk, arms crossed. Jennifer looks up, and for a moment their eyes meet. Neither speaks at first. Finally, Jennifer says quietly, "I'm sorry." Maya nods slightly but doesn't respond. What is there to say? Jennifer finishes packing and leaves with the guard. The elevator doors close on her career, her reputation, everything she built here. The office releases a collective breath. That evening, at Maya's apartment, she sits on the couch staring at nothing. David enters with 2 glasses of wine and hands her one. He says softly, "Hell of a day." Maya confesses that she keeps replaying it. How long was Jennifer doing this? What else did she read? David tries to comfort her, saying it's over now, but Maya isn't so sure. Everyone at the office saw the whole confrontation. David points out that they saw Maya stand up for herself. They saw Jennifer get consequences for what she did. That matters. Maya takes a sip of wine, considering his words. She tells David that IT is doing a full audit to make sure Jennifer didn't access anyone else's accounts. The violation might go deeper than just her. David thinks that's good, as they should. Maya leans against him, finally allowing herself to feel the weight of it all. She talks about how violated she feels. Jennifer saw her private conversations about wedding planning, about family stuff, everything. David acknowledges her pain, but reminds her that she handled it. She called it out. Most people would have just stayed quiet. After a long pause, Maya admits the worst part. She almost felt bad for Jennifer at the end. She looked so broken. David tells her that's because she's a good person. But feeling bad doesn't mean what Jennifer did was okay. Maya agrees quietly. No, it wasn't. 1 week later. The office has returned to normal. Jennifer's desk is occupied by a new hire who has no idea about the drama that unfolded here. Maya works at her desk, focused on her projects, when Marcus approaches with a manila folder. He tells her IT finished the audit and thought she'd want to see the results. Maya opens the folder and her eyes widen. Jennifer accessed Maya's email 5 times over 2 weeks, 5 separate occasions. But Marcus has more news. Jennifer also accessed Brad's account twice and tried to get into Sarah's. This wasn't personal, it was a pattern. The company is considering whether to press criminal charges. Maya processes this information. In a strange way, she feels relieved. At least it wasn't personal. Jennifer was just pathologically nosy about everyone. Derek calls Maya into his office. He has news. First, he apologizes again for how things were handled initially. They should have investigated the source before bringing Maya in. Maya appreciates that. Then, Derek delivers the good news. The Morrison proposal was a hit. The client wants to move forward, and Derek is recommending Maya for senior associate. Maya's face lights up. You earned it, Derek explains. Your work speaks for itself. And the way you handled this situation, standing up for yourself, being professional, that showed real leadership. Derek also mentions they're implementing new security protocols, mandatory screen locks, 2-factor authentication, and comprehensive training. What happened with Jennifer can never happen again. Maya agrees wholeheartedly. That's really good. Later that afternoon, Maya meets her friend Rachel at a coffee shop. Rachel, a 29-year-old journalist, wants all the details. Maya fills her in. Jennifer was fired, the company's deciding whether to pursue legal action, and Maya wasn't the only victim. Rachel's response is blunt. Some people have no boundaries. But Maya keeps thinking about why Jennifer did it. Was she threatened? Jealous? Just pathologically nosy? Rachel cuts through Maya's overthinking. Does it matter? Jennifer violated her privacy. End of story. Being nosy in conversation is annoying. Going through someone's email is criminal. Those aren't the same thing. Maya takes a sip of her latte and admits she's feeling lighter about it all. It was violating, but at least now she knows the truth. And then she drops the news. She got promoted to senior associate. Rachel's face breaks into a huge smile, and they clink their coffee cups in celebration. 2 weeks later, Maya works at her desk, now with a small nameplate reading Senior Associate. Her computer screen shows the new security features, a timer counting down before auto-lock. The changes Jennifer's actions prompted are visible everywhere. An email notification pops up from an unknown sender, jblake.personal@email.com. Maya's hand hovers over the mouse. She already knows who it is. She clicks. The email reads, Maya, I know I have no right to contact you. I've started therapy and realize what I did was deeply wrong. Not just wrong, harmful. You didn't deserve that. No one did. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I just wanted you to know I understand the damage I caused, and I'm trying to be better. I hope you're doing well. Jennifer. Maya reads it twice, her expression unreadable. Then with a single click, she hits delete. She stands, stretches, and walks to the kitchen for coffee. Marcus looks up from his desk and asks if she wants company. She agrees, and they head out together. The office continues its rhythm around them, keyboards clicking, phones ringing, the ordinary sounds of a workplace where trust has been tested and, slowly, is being rebuilt. At the coffee shop, Marcus asks Maya a question that's been on his mind. Why didn't she press charges herself? The company said she had the right. Maya considers this thoughtfully. She thought about it, she admits, but Jennifer lost her job and her reputation. Sometimes consequences don't need to be legal to be real. Marcus says that's mature. He's not sure he'd be that generous. But Maya corrects him. It's not generosity, it's closure. What Jennifer did hurt her, but dwelling on it would hurt her more. That evening, Maya and David sit at their dining table with wedding magazines spread out. David holds up 2 invitation samples, asking her to make the final decision. Classic or modern? Maya chooses modern without hesitation. David notices she seems lighter tonight. Maya tells David about Jennifer's apology email, that she was wrong, in therapy, trying to be better. The usual. David asks if she responded. Maya says, simply, that she deleted it. She doesn't owe Jennifer anything. David reaches across the table and takes her hand, telling her he's proud of her, for standing up for herself, for not letting it consume her, for moving forward. Maya smiles, admitting she had help. Now they need to finalize the guest list. They return to their wedding planning, the incident with Jennifer already fading into a story they'll tell someday, about boundaries, consequences, and the importance of standing up when something's wrong. 1 month later, Maya stands before a conference room full of new hires, leading a presentation on company culture and security. Derek watches from the back, arms crossed, and smiling with approval. Maya tells them, "Welcome to the team. Part of what makes this company great is our culture of trust and respect. That means respecting each other's privacy, supporting each other's success, and speaking up when something doesn't feel right." She clicks to the next slide, Security and Privacy Best Practices, and continues explaining the importance of always locking screens, enabling 2-factor authentication, and reporting concerns through proper channels, never taking matters into your own hands. The new hires nod, taking notes. Maya continues her presentation with confidence, transformed by her experience into not just a survivor, but a leader and teacher. Later that afternoon, Maya returns to her desk to find a small gift box with a note. She opens the card. "Congratulations on the promotion. Your integrity inspires us all. The team." Inside is a sleek new desk nameplate, Maya Harper, Senior Associate. Marcus appears beside her desk and explains they took a collection and figured she deserved something nice. Maya protests that they didn't have to, but Marcus insists they wanted to. What she went through could have broken someone, but she handled it with class. Maya places the nameplate on her desk where it catches the light. She thanks Marcus sincerely, and he returns to his work. Maya sits, looks around the office, her office, and gets back to work. Maya walks home through the city streets, briefcase in hand, the golden light painting everything warm. Her phone rings. It's David. She answers, "Hey, babe." David asks, "How was your day?" Maya smiles. "Good. Really good, actually. I'll tell you about it over dinner." They exchange "I love yous," and Maya hangs up. She takes a deep breath of evening air and continues walking. The weight of the past weeks has lifted. What happened with Jennifer will always be part of her story, but it doesn't define her. She's stronger for it. And somewhere across the city, Jennifer Blake sits in her small apartment, staring at her laptop. Job applications, therapy appointments, a long road ahead. 2 women, 1 violation, 2 completely different outcomes. One learned to stand up for herself. The other learned that boundaries exist for a reason. Both will carry this day forward, but only one will let it make her better.